Tracer is one of the most mobile heroes in the game. Her constant dashes, recall, and small hitbox makes her a force to be reckoned with while being extremely hard to kill. Hey guys, I'm Grandmaster Prey, and today we're going to be looking at just how you can stomp your games with Tracer by being a ninja. This guide is going to help you get more creative with the maps, as well as show you just how important it is to be an annoying pest, even if you can't score kills. You don't have to have the friend levels of tracking to carry as Tracer, and I'm going to show you guys just how you can add Tracer into your hero pool and climb with her. Before we blink right in, make sure to check out GameLeap.com for guides just like this one made by top 500 professionals. Up your game and climb Elo Hell today with a GameLeap membership. Alright, let's take a look at Tracer. First off, Tracer is a high mobility, close range assassin. This means we want to make our trades up close and personal and very brief. Tracer has immense horizontal mobility, but limited vertical mobility, meaning that there's no way in her kit for her to scale walls or jump high. Keep this in mind when engaging. The first thing you want to do when deciding to go in on someone is to scout the enemy team to see what they have in their arsenal that can get you picked off easily. Because if you get picked off early, your team is going to be in a lot of trouble. So be smart when seeing who can counter you, such as a McCree with his flashbang or a Roadhog with his hook. The second thing you want to do is figure out just who do you want to go on. Ask yourself, even if I don't get this kill, will this person I'm engaging have any significant value to the enemy team? Now, of course every hero is valuable to their team, but some are just more valuable than others. And one obvious choice is to go on their supports. When you go on a support in the backline, you basically set them into a losing situation no matter what they do. Now, if they decide to fight you, they're going to be losing the support that they could be doing to the team fight that would be going down. If they ignore you and continue healing, you're going to be uncontested in trying to kill them. And if you take advantage of this and get that pick on them, you're essentially denying healing as well. So in both ways, you're removing their team's utility. Now Tracer can do this because of her mobility and small hitbox like I mentioned before. The next thing you want to be thinking about is an escape route. If things go wrong, and the enemy team dispatches a McCree or the sort to deal with you, what are you going to do? Now, one option, if you're able to bait out any abilities that would CC you, such as a flashbang, sleeper hook, and you're completely confident that you can do this, then you're just maximizing what you're doing as a pesky Tracer, because if they send more after you, you're making it easier for the team to take advantage of the numbers and just overwhelm the enemy. Kabaji does it, the Fran does it, essentially any pro player does this. But if things are looking grim for you, make sure to figure out where you're going to retreat, and always make sure to utilize the health packs. When playing this style of Tracer, health packs are going to be the majority of your healing. Don't expect your healers to heal you when you're in their backline. You're on your own. I highly suggest you guys go in a custom match and check out the maps and see where you can go get your health packs as Tracer. Now, let's see how this plays out in an actual game where we utilize Tracer's maximum effectiveness. So the first thing we want to do to be that pesky of a Tracer, even though we're not too good at Tracer, you guys don't have to be a god at Tracer or anything to make this work. You guys can be like the worst Tracer in the world, but as long as you have this knowledge, you can actually just start carrying just by being an absolute pest. So right here, what I do is I go around. There's nobody on high ground, which is a bit strange for me. The Reinhardt goes down, so right here, I'm going to be disrupting one of their main damage dealers. And because I'm disrupting their main damage dealer and the Zarya, they're just able to clean up because they're just trying to kill me. I die, but that's completely fine because we already caused that distraction, meaning they were down 2 people in that fight. So essentially, by being that distraction, we actually won for our team. Alright guys, so here's essentially the next thing I want to show you. So as Tracer, you can make defense work by doing stuff like this. So I'm behind the enemy right here, I'm being sneaky, and this way I could see if anybody drops their guard, so I could just get the easy like one clip on them. So if they're staying still because they don't expect somebody behind them, then go ahead and get the kill. And that's exactly what ends up happening here, because I get the soldier unsuspecting, he's going in a linear movement, and now I'm distracting the Moira and forcing her to fight me. And because of that, they're losing their main healer, which is huge in that fight. And one thing that I want to really iterate to you guys is that when you're playing Tracer, as long as you're disrupting their main healer from doing anything and forcing them to go on you, that's absolutely alright, and that's completely enough to carry. And the reason that you can do this as Tracer but not really any other hero is because Tracer just has that high horizontal mobility. So that means that she can get in and get out without any risk. So one thing that you guys really want to master is just to see where all the health packs are, because when you're in the enemy backline, you're not going to be getting healing from your team, most likely. So as a result, you're going to need to really rely on your health packs around the map to go ahead and continue your sustain, so you can keep barraging the main healer, their backline, into focusing you and dealing with you. So at this point, I go ahead and hide on the right side in this corner, in this room. Because you're super hidden, yet you're so close so you can engage without like any time. So at this point we get a fatty shatty, so I take advantage of it, miss the pulse bomb like an absolute champ, and just clean up. And what I really want to show you guys is what I do after this team fight. But before we get to where I position, we get C9'd here, and I want to show you guys what I do as a result of this C9. So we have to really take into account where the Reaper came from. So there is a flank position on our right here, and that's exactly where Reaper came from. And so I'm going to go ahead and just camp that and see if Reaper tries to do this again. And so this place is good for Tracer for a couple reasons, because one, I can wait for the Reaper to go ahead and Wraith over here, and then two, I can actually flank myself from this position. Now, the flank would have been good here if I went sooner. Now, because I was late, my team essentially was forced to fight a 5v6, and even though I get the Ana here, it just doesn't matter, the damage is already done, so I essentially threw that. And really timing when to go in on a flankish Tracer is going to be massive, because the thing about it is, if you're too soon, you're going to get picked off, and if you're too late, you're going to be useless to your team, and in this case, I was too late. So what we want to do now is just be on this high ground yet again, and just see if we can get any picks on unsuspecting people. Now, Hanzo's Sonic Arrow here shows us that they're all coming on the left side. So because of that, we can move up without getting killed. So right here, I decide that dropping down and distracting 3 of them is a better option. So I wasn't able to get really any value there, so I decided to move back and play aggressive. And so right here I see Moira's alone, so I decided to go ahead and try to kill her, and if not, just distract her. And I'm a bit of a pickle here because I'm getting shot from behind, so I go ahead and reposition here, and now I'm going to distract Ana here. And so now I essentially have 3 people on me, and Ana doesn't have nade anymore. And because of that, Reaper moved in without healers. And so we take advantage of that, and we kill him, and then we bait out McCree's flash with our dash. And so we kill him too, and then basically by this time the fight's already over, because their team, we basically disorganized their team. So again, I'm going to be at this spot that I favor, and just wait for sound cues, wait for my team to call that they're coming in. And what I'm going to do is just distract the Ana again. So I'm distracting the Ana, they're not getting healing from the Ana, the McCree's on me, and the Moira decides that it's a better option to go ahead and heal the team instead of helping the Ana. So they're able to move up with the help of McCree, but that's not going to stop me. I'm going to still be an absolute pest in their backline, and I actually managed to get McCree here, and the Grav gives me 2 kills as well. But because we were such a distraction to their healers, the whole entire enemy team just couldn't get any healing just because of us. So again, we're just really abusing this area right here. And now right here, Hanzo gets slept, and I know that they're going to try to move up on this. So I see Ana just linear moving up, trying to get really desperate for that kill on Hanzo, so I go ahead and pulse bomb her. And I basically get a free pick, and they're down 1 healer. Now, they still don't know that I'm in the back here, and so I take advantage of that and take that linear movement kill right on Moira. And then, because of that, they have no healing, they're using all their ults as a desperation last ditch effort, but because we killed both those healers unsuspectingly, we won that push. So like I said guys, even if you don't have the best aim or the best tracking, you can make Tracer work by really feeding into the enemy's habits. So they're not going to be expecting a Tracer in the backline at certain points. Like even if they know that the enemy has Tracer, there's going to be some points in their movement where they're just trying to linear, just hold down W, nothing else, and it's just a really predictable shot from there. As you've seen in this guide, you don't have to be a mechanical god at Tracer to stomp with her. As long as you have the knowledge I discussed in this video, you won't have any problems crushing solo queue. Make sure to be an absolute ninja and make your engagements quick and effective, and even if you can't score a kill, at least you're distracting their important targets, giving your team that edge they need to continuously win those team fights. If you want to up your game, check out GameLeap.com to watch hundreds of professional guides tailored to turn you into a beast. Thanks for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out.